Welcome to all sins and commandments alike. This is Griever, your guys' host as always, bringing you guys the latest episode review of Wrath of the Gods. Now, this episode is something that, and you know what, I'm not even going to go over it because most people know that this is the transition period between kind of starting the new part of the arc. Remember, we were trying to get all the sins together. The problem with the way they split this season up is that it doesn't really function very well as the beginning of another arc, because you kind of have that mini arc with King and Deanne. Then you have this backstory of Gother and stuff, which was a bonus chapter mixed in because it is vital, it is important to the anime as a whole. And now it seems like we're kind of starting, but we're already 9 episodes in, and this whole thing, it just... First off, animation-wise, once again, we have a problem with the animation. Some of the shots, specifically, why does Meliodas not look like Meliodas? And why does he look so bad in almost every single shot? There are a couple of stills where he looks alright. For the most part, he does not look a thing like Season 1 Meliodas at all. Not once. What is it? Is his hair wrong? Is it the wrong colors, like the wrong shades? Is his eyes too close together? Is it the way they're drawing him? I don't know, but either way, it feels like I could appreciate if this was a fan-made drawing. Like, that's what it looks like. It looks like somebody went on Photoshop or Fireworks and they drew Meliodas. Not perfect, but they did a pretty good freaking job, right? Not... This one bad. There were some Merlin shots that were absolutely abysmal. And let's not even go over the fact that there were some key moments that could have been even greater that are cut so short. The pacing in this episode. This was not a good episode. This was not a good follow-up to the Gotha thing. The only reason that I think that I'm going to just be like, okay, whatever, move on about this episode. Like, I watched it, I'm reviewing it right now, and I'm just like, I didn't rewatch it. Sometimes I rewatch to, and check back certain points and just try to do a manga comparison. No. This basically is going to be a 10-minute rant video at this point, because that's all it is that we're hyping up for something that I can't even talk about, assuming that you try to stay spoiler-free. If you're an anime-only viewer, and I try my best here on these anime episode reviews to stay semi-spoiler-free. There are some episodes, clearly everybody knows, that are going to come up. There's some fights. That's about as spoilers I'm going to get. That better have the entire budget of 5 of these episodes put in, plus some bonus money on the side to make well, to do right. See what I'm saying? So, leading up, which I think at the pacing of this episode, I think we're getting there within 2 episodes. Easy. At least we're going to start one of the best parts. I give it 3 into the 3rd episode from now, so probably around episode, let's say between episode 11 and 12, we're going to have what should be one of the best moments and best fights in Taizai. That's what we should be getting. But I mean, I hope they do it justice. I hope they do it right, because here, this is getting me I'm a little uncomfortable. You ever get that feeling? Like, I just bought some Christmas presents for my wife, and the thing is, she loves clothes. And one of the things is that I'm terrible at sizing. I'm terrible. Women's clothes, it's not like guys' clothes. Like, I can buy her guys' clothes. That's really easy. If it's a fan t-shirt or something, like a fandom or something, that's easy, because they're all just a unisex t-shirt. It's a unisex size. Sweaters are easy, that kind of stuff. Because it's a little big, who cares, right? When you're trying to buy actual fitted clothing, my God, for women especially, it is so difficult, because small doesn't mean small, large doesn't mean large. It doesn't mean that at all. Sometimes they could be an XS in one size or brand or name, and you're thinking, okay, whatever, and then they're an XL with another brand. And when you're ordering online, that size chart does nothing for anybody. So anyways, all I'm saying is that this is the same idea here, is that I'm feeling that kind of unease, like, I hope this fits. That's where my story was going, guys. I hope, like, I hope the size I bought fits, because it, shipping, handling, tax, blah blah blah. Returning things is a pain in the ass when it's online, especially. It's even more so. And I've been burned a few times by forgetting. Then your 30 days are up, and then you don't return it, and then you wasted $50. It happens, right? So I mean, that's on me, but nonetheless, it's the same feeling here with this episode. I'm getting that unease, like, I don't know, are they gonna know when to pull out the big guns? And like, this ain't exactly brewing me with confidence right now. I got that uneasiness going on after watching this episode, because not only did they do some bad stills and some poor animation, they also ruined great moments. Merlin, when she is taken out by Zeldris, that was zoom, 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 zoom. So fast. They combined basically, like, I swear, this had to be between 7 and 10 chapters. And they crunched it down, skipped some scenes, and just crunched it down all into 17, 20 minutes. And it shows. You can tell. We're boom, 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 boom. We're Gother and King and all about that storyline. Forget that. We're going on to Merlin, doing something, searching for why. Oh, boom. Zeldris is here. Boom. Okay. Elizabeth is trying to figure out who's this person. Boom. We're having a party. Boom. Here's Escanor transforming with glasses. We're just going to talk about that. Boom. There's Margaret Dreyfus and Hendrickson leaving. We don't even talk to them. We don't even know what's going on. Boom. They're apparently going a different direction than Mama Hawk and the Seven Deadly Sins. Seven Deadly Sins are on their way, apparently, to go free some people, all in their gear. Boom. Bon and Meliodas, they're having a really important talk. Apparently, we don't need to spend more than 30 seconds on that. Boom. Let's jump away from that. Every single thing here is super paced, and even when it's not, even when it slows down, it's done poorly. Merlin is supposed to look like this. That is what she looks like after Zeldris. After Zeldris caught her. And she does the worst animated weak-ass fall with a little bit of blood out of her lip there. That's terribly done. So poorly done. A flash of white light and then a still image of her looking like the manga would have been better than trying to animate this. Then we also have Zeldris not going as effective about his speech about "you make my brother suffer" to Elizabeth stuff. And then for some reason we get Phantom of the Opera hour with Elizabeth and her eyes. I mean, it kind of set a tone, but it set the wrong tone to me. It was an interesting choice, but it kind of petered out. Like, it didn't build up to that. It could have worked, but it didn't work. I wasn't sold on it. And then the episode ends, boom, abruptly. So there's a lot here. There's a lot of problems here in this. This was not a good episode. The pacing was off. They're trying to, like, crunch time. They're trying to put too many things in there. Once again, an overuse. Not an overuse of stills, but the stills that were used were 90% of the time were bad. And for every time you had a good still or a good animated scene, you had terrible faraway shots, poorly drawn, very this was not good. It puts the last episode to shame for sure, and the ending fight in the Holy War and stuff. Man, like, you can clearly tell where they used a budget, and like, I don't know. I didn't think this was good. I think that this felt like way too fast paced, and I'm not forgiving like any problems with pacing from the manga, but the manga took more time to showcase these scenes, and it flowed better. The way they've been hacking up these episodes, I feel, plus alongside of the way that season 3 was built, or this arc was built in the manga, didn't really suit the way they're doing it. But once again, with time crunching and money crunching, no one had time to sit down and go, maybe we should move this around a little bit or do some filler expanding here so this flows better. I saw a lot of people commenting on the episode saying, WTF, Elaine. And I'm like, well, it was showcased not great, but better in the manga, and nobody forgot that Elaine's been alive and around this whole time. But she didn't speak, saw her for one shot, and that was it. And then all of a sudden we have this serious talk between Bon and Meliodas, And I'm not saying it was done well in the manga either, because I do remember that being a kind of, oh yeah, Lane's around sort of feeling. But once again, if this wasn't so boom, here's this, boom, here's this, boom, 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 we're trying to catch up to the good stuff. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan, ladies and gentlemen. So relatively short review here because more of a rant, and I don't want to waste your time and rant for 15, 20 minutes. That's the size of the episode. Go watch the Abyss. Actually, don't watch the episode. If you guys are manga only, you don't need to see this. It was kind of abysmal unless you want to poke fun or go, oh my god, and have it like an actual laugh and be like, this is so bad. Like, to be fair, they screwed up a couple of good moments, but they didn't screw up any great moments, any like key moments in the series that people talk about in a top 10 list. So I'm not too worried about it. Like, it doesn't leave that super bad taste in your mouth, but it's bitter. It's a bitter taste. There ain't no sugar that's going to take care of that sort of idea. But what do you guys think? What did you think of the episode? Am I being too harsh? Am I blaming too much? Am I right to be worried about the upcoming episodes when you have an animation quality like this? Once again, we weren't doing so bad, especially the last episode and three episodes ago before that, I believe. It was like, okay, it was looking bad at first, rocky start, but we're slowly seeing some better stuff. Then they go back to something like this, and you have to kind of get that weird feeling. But am I wrong in that? Is this just the transition episode where they didn't put a lot of money, and then the next couple we'll see some really good stuff? They're saving it up for the fights, which are gonna happen soon. I certainly hope so. I hope they don't mess up any big reveals or anything like that. But what do you guys think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Please like, subscribe, comment. As always, it's always very much appreciated. This has been Griever with your not behind the bar reviews, but the episode reviews. So don't forget to hit that Discord link in the box below, or that bell notification if you guys want to know every single time I drop a video. This has been Griever, signing out.